Today we're going to do a quick overview on how to search the Salt Lake County website. First of all, to find the site, just type in your Salt Lake County in your search page, and it should bring up the first result, official home page of Salt Lake County. Go ahead and click on that. And on this page, we want to go down to the recorder. That will be our best source of information. And they do have a lot of information on the site. We are mostly interested in the document search data here, and in particular we want to do the document search. Click on that. It'll bring up this login screen. You do need to pay for the service in Salt Lake County, and you'll be issued a username and password. Once you get that, you go ahead and put in your username and password and click submit. Once we get to this page, after we've inputted our name and password, at this point we can either search by document, entry number, by parcel number, by book and page, recorded date, party, and subdivision. Usually we are going to have the parcel number, so that is where we're going to search today. For this example, we're going to this particular parcel number, 1632-485-004. This is a property that I have looked up previously, and it belongs to a Jeanette Salem. From here, it pulls up the document information on the bottom half of the screen, so we can go ahead and scroll down, and it will pull up the information from when it started being recorded online. This one happens to go back to 1993. So we, in this case, need to go forward to find the owner for our particular property search, which is, again, Jeanette Salem. She does not show up on this page, and there are 3 pages of information. So we'll go ahead and move to the second page and pull that up. This information, we can go through and look, and right here is the first time, which actually is probably this one with the misspelling, the first time they show up on this list. We notice that it does have a warranty deed, so the transfer of ownership to Jeanette Salem happened here in April 6th of 2001, and it looks like at this point there are 2 trust deeds, a first and a second, for a value of $160 on the first and $112,000 on the second. It also shows that very shortly after there was a notice of a lien against this property from A.J. Dean Concrete for $605. We also see a couple of other things, a Liz Pendant, a warranty deed. Looks like the property was transferred to an R. Elias Salem. Because of the last name, I would assume that they are related. Immediately, though, there was another trust deed, which would indicate to me that in this relationship, this person was better qualified for lending purposes, and there is a new $180,000 lien against the property. We do see that there were a couple of reconveyances, so a couple of loans were paid off. One was paid off, one lien against Jeanette Salem, one against this Ahmed Rasek. Probably an all-inclusive trustee of some sort. They are probably tied together. We go ahead and move forward to the last page of information. And we can see here some other things, a reconveyance, a substitution of trust deed, another reconveyance. So there's some other things that are happening here. It looks like there was a notice of default filed against the current owner of the time, R. Elias Salem, and then that notice was canceled. A release of the Liz Pendants, and then the warranty deed, it was transferred back into the name of Jeanette Salem, and then it was refinanced. Here are again 2 more trust deeds, and these are probably the current mortgages on the property due to the fact that they are the most recent. We do see another reconveyance, so a loan was paid off and recorded, another notice of default, a canceled notice of default, and then once again back in default, and that's where we find this property today. There's a lot of other information that can be found on this website, mostly playing around with it just for a few minutes, clicking on the different links and seeing what you can find is going to be the best way to get familiar with this particular site. I hope that helps. Good luck.